Hello, this is Grandma's Gone Gaming. I'm bringing to you episode number 16 of my Let's Play of the Honeysuckle seed by Honeysuckle. I'm going to show you some things that are a little different than what I was saying had happened in my episode 15. I mentioned there, in the description at least, and I believe I did it also in the video, whoops, I go this way, that the villagers had 2 iron golems. Well, they did, and there were a lot of villagers, and then suddenly a whole bunch of the villagers disappeared, and some of my horses disappeared, including one of my ones that had a saddle and armor. And I'm just kind of actually check right around right now and see if I have all of the horses with saddles and armor on them around here somewhere at this point. And then I'll show you what I've done with the villagers since then. We do have one golem here. Let's see. There's one horse with boy, I don't know what caused that. A little bit of lag right there all of a sudden. Yeah, I have 4 horses here with saddles and armor. I did saddle and armor another horse, and I named them. This one is Brownie. We have Butterscotch here. We have Black Thunder here. And the other one that has on his armor and his saddle is Black Flash. He is my really fast one. I decided that I would name all of the babies. Oh, okay, first of all, before I go into that, I had used, unfortunately, an old version, only just one version ago, of NBT Explorer to try to track down my villagers and find out where they were. I found out some of them evidently had escaped and died. So I shored up the escarpments, so to speak, made some better fencing around here, made sure that I think this is where they were getting out. They were hopping over by getting up like this, and then there was a place that they could hop over, maybe a couple places. And down there is a sheer drop. So I think that they probably were on the edge, couldn't get back in, and either got down part of the way and zombies got them, or they just died when they jumped over. So I fixed that, and I fixed a couple other places that looked suspicious, and then I started in that old version of NBT Explorer trying to rename them so I could keep track of them, and the program was really glitching out, and it just messed them all up. So I first killed both golems, so I didn't get killed myself, and then I went around and dispatched the rest of the villagers and started completely over again. Went back to the zombie spawner there in the mineshaft and got actually 3 right in a row. So I brought them in, named them number 1, number 2, and number 3 just really quickly, just with the number sign, with name tags that I had there. I had, by the way, gotten some from the other one of the librarians at that point, so I had some extras. And then I also have gotten some from mine carts and stuff like that. So I'm down to now my last one here that is number 2. I'm waiting for another villager baby to name. What I've been doing is naming them as they get born. I just name them so that I can find them in the NBT Explorer, and I do now have the current version that is working correctly. So when I find one, and he's got a, does he have a name? He is actually number 2, so I need to change that to number 3. I was thinking I needed a number 2, so I need to change it to number 3 or number 1, because number 1 has grown up, and then when they have grown up, then I have given them special names in NBT Explorer. That way I can keep track of them. So we have here the youth pastor. We have here the associate pastor, all of these clerics that were born and grown up. And we have he was number 1 just recently. I've gone back and forth with number 1s and number 2s. This is a regular farmer. For the first time I've actually had one in this village, and he has regular farmer trades. So he is the farmhand. This guy is a shepherd, and he is the sheep herder. That's that associate pastor again. and they don't spend a lot of time indoors right now. It's daytime. Guess I should put away my sword here. Let's see. Oh, this guy up here, I named him Big Guy Number 1. And this guy is the hardware merchant. He is a toolsmith. So he makes things like shovels and picks, iron pickaxes, and diamond pickaxes and stuff like that. This is the bookkeeper. He was one of my original zombies this second time around. He's a librarian, so he got named the bookkeeper. And then over here we have the assistant bookkeeper. And we also have another one that's over here. He is the accountant, I believe. I think maybe there are 4 librarians altogether. And 4 clerics now. Yeah, this is the acolyte. He was the last cleric born. Because I have the pastor. Yeah, here's the accountant. The acolyte was the last of 4 clerics born. There's the pastor, the associate pastor, the youth pastor, and the acolyte. I'm running out of church names. So, okay. Anyway, so I've just been naming them again in NBT Explorer, and then I save the game. Well, you have to save it before you can go out, or they don't stick. So let's see, what do I have now? I also see I have. Let me count these here, and the farm hand. I'm writing this on my list here. The big guy. Then we have what did I say? Oh, I have number 1 down there still. He is a blacksmith of some type. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 villagers right now, and obviously babies are still being born, and I'm sure that they'll keep on going until there are 2 iron golems, because they did before. So anyway, I am really trying to keep track of them this time, and it's really hard to do unless you do name them. Make sure this is number 2 down here. So when he grows up and I found out what kind of a blacksmith he is, I will go into NBT Explorer and we'll give him a name. Okay, so then over here I have planted all my trees now. I have my dark oak growing here in all of its lovely state. I have the spruce tree here, and I made slabs out of each of their wood and put around them like this. This is the oak, and it did not turn this time into one of the giant oaks. So that, and the dark oak, which is a little bit bigger but not all the way up, and the birch trees here, they aren't going to get any bigger than that. That's their maximum size pretty much. They might get 1 square higher. And this lovely jungle tree that has all now grown, which is after 2 efforts, getting more saplings and all that kind of stuff. And same with acacia tree. So now it is a full large acacia tree here. So, I'll only cut those if I need them. Right now I have plenty of wood to do just about anything I want to do. So I'm going to go show you now the completed pen up here, and I do have all of the sheep colors in here and more. I've been feeding them and breeding them and getting different colors. Haven't decided if I'll do anything with the wool. If I do, then I will dye the ones that I want, shear the ones that I want. There's extras, so I can make extras. Like if I wanted some extra red, right now there are 3 red ones. I have, let me see, I'm going to go ahead and jump in here with them. Out of the way, guy. The little ones that I was just bred just a little bit ago have grown up. So I only still have 2, yeah, that's the magenta. And I have some purple ones. It looks like 3 purple ones. And I have done now the cyan. And I have done the lime green here somewhere. There we go. Here's the lime green. And we have the regular green that comes from the cactus. So I have all of the colors, including the 2 different colors of gray, the white, the black, the brown. They're all here and ready to be sheared at will. Okay, and I do have a pair of shears that, like I said before, I could have made the shears, but I traded for a pair of shears. I've been busy trading as much as I can with the different villagers to keep them happy, been feeding them, made sure that they have everything they need. These farmers now are doing a really great job of feeding their fellows and friends, family, I suppose. It looks like we could end up with another baby here pretty quick. And if number 2 hasn't grown up yet, then I will have to make sure that I change that name tag to number 3 if we have another baby. I hear that little one somewhere. Is that him? Oh, we have another. That's not number 2, because you would see the number. Let me see. I think this was the one that was just born. So it's another blacksmith. Okay, which is okay. It would be nice if they would be all the different types, but they probably won't. So I only have this one name tag left right now. So I can trade for more. I can get them from the librarian at any time, which I have been doing. But right now I have just this one, and I think I have enough levels to change it. Looks like it's not maybe going to let me. Let me see what happened. Oh yeah, it's only going to take 16 of my levels. Okay, so we're going to name this number 3. Might as well go that way. So I'm going to go name him, and that will use up this name tag. And then I'll be able to locate him in NBT Explorer when I go back in. But I won't do it until I know what he has actually become. There he is. Now he's carrying around a number. He's been branded. And you can't do that to the adults. You can only do it to the baby villagers. So that's how to, at least you can keep track of them if you always just give them a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, or a letter, or, a random name, Fred, Andy, whatever. You can keep track of them that way. And then you don't have to go back and change them in NBT Explorer. I just am doing that because I can, and because it gives me a little bit more control over they're being named for their professions. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm about ready to go down into the other mineshaft that I found. I wanted to make sure I showed you those things first. Sleep away the night. And then, let's see, I know I have that mineshaft written down here. I know approximately where it is, but new mineshaft. I'm going to go ahead and transport into that area. And that will be at minus 195, 33, 337. And I haven't built a shelter down here yet. So I need to probably do that here pretty soon. I can go ahead and get myself some wood. It is lit up a little bit, so I'll go ahead and grab some of this wood. I didn't bring any with me. There is plenty. See now these numbers, the coordinates, will feed at some point into the other mine shaft. I really got some lag going on. Oh, I know what it is. I'm uploading the episode number 15, and it is, I'm on, not on play offline, I'm on play, so every once in a while when the game needs to have some input from the Minecraft server, whatever, the regular Minecraft place, then it lags just that little bit. You don't use much when you're playing, just regularly playing, but it does obtain information. Okay, and I don't even have a full inventory this time. Ooh, gold right there. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this and that way nothing's going to sneak in on me from there except possibly a spider. And I hear spiders around, so there's got to be a spawner around here somewhere. And here's another zombie villager. And down here, by the way, is, oh, there, that's probably where the spawner is, right there, yep. So they could be sneaking up here. That's quite a large ravine down here. Lots of, oh, there are diamonds right down there. Look at that. All right, I'm going to get rid of this set of stuff here. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up what's in here. So there's a gold ingot, some pumpkin seeds, some coal, some bread, and then I'll take the cart itself and the chest, and there we go. So that's my first real loot out of this mine shaft. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more wood and stuff here and set myself up a little shelter. I'm not sure where yet. Probably right up in here somewhere. And then I'll rewrite my coordinates so that I have the ones for inside of the shelter. Once I have the wood, I can go ahead and make another crafting table. I have stone here that I can get cobblestone to make furnaces, and it looks like I can use those quite a bit. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. Oh, come on, I need two for a little while, and I just wanted to show you what I plan on doing next. And I am close enough here to the village that the villagers will probably be propagating themselves more while I am in here. So when I go back, I'll have at least one more grown villager and some babies, and so I'm not going to stay away too long, because I do want to get some more name tags from one of the librarians. I have plenty of librarians to get them from, and keeping them all happy is always fun. So I'll be busy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end off this video, and you know that I'm in another mine shaft. I'm going to probably be buried in here for days doing that and then counting my villagers. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you'll come back and see probably at least one more video, and I'm probably going to end off the series. It's been fun, but I'm not known for sticking with one map for a hugely long time. As long as I have an active project going on, I'll probably stick with it, and I'm definitely not going to get rid of it. But I probably am not going to be playing it as much anymore now for a little while, at least. I've got some other things going on. I have a world that I have been developing as a survival map to hopefully publish myself. And I'd like to get that one tested and get it out there and see what happens. So, okay, I'll say goodbye now and see you in the next round.